has announced that he's going to extend the no student loan payment or no interest until August 2022, and payments will resume on September the 1st, 2022. And y'all, I called it because I was stating that Biden should extend it until December 2022. And then, but I was just like, you know what? I don't think he would do that. I think he would extend it until September. And what did he say? He extended it until September. So in this video, we're going to talk about it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Biden extending the student loan, no payment and no interest until August of 2022? Let's get into it. Hey everybody, I'm Tasha for the Major Change Group, where we believe small changes can create big results. And if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. We talk about how to get your money straight, how to increase your credit score, and how to use your credit card like a debit card. Y'all, I just did a live not too long ago, and we ended up was talking about student loans. And I'm just like, Biden, he really should be announcing, but I hadn't heard anything up to that point. And then they were putting in the chat that Biden said that he was going to extend it until September. And I had just said that I really feel like he's going to do it until September. And I'm just like, he needs to just go on and extend it to December. But I will definitely take it. Now, I was reading this article. And so, we are in $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. And this is the first time in anybody's presidency that student loans, no student loan payment have been made under one president. So Biden is the first president where this has happened. So I'm just like, if that's the case, then Biden, why don't you just go ahead and cancel student loans? Now, we all know that Biden, he's really only wanting to do $10,000 in student loan forgiveness. If the Senate Democrats had their way, they would have Biden forgive $50,000 in student loans. And they really want him to do an executive order to forgive student loans, but he doesn't want to do that. He really wants Congress to forgive the student loans and not him have to do an executive order. Now, he is really stating possibly doing $10,000 in student loans, but he hasn't done it the whole time that we have, since he's been in office. And the whole time during his presidency, no student loans. So this came down from Trump in March of 2020, where this started the no student loan and no interest. And then once Biden came into office, one of the first things that he did was to extend the no student loan payment and no interest. But he has extended, I want to say this is going to be the third time, I believe. Because originally they were supposed to start back up in January. Then it was May. And then now it's going to be September 1st. The article also states that with Biden extending the no student loan payment, it's going on almost 3 years or 2.5 years that we have not made student loan payments. And they're stating by having no student loan payments or no interest for this extended period of time, that creates a more push, and it really lets us know, okay, why can't you go ahead and forgive some of the student loans? Because it's really making it harder and harder for individuals to really want to start paying back their student loans when they have been able to extend the no student loan payment or no interest for this long. And this is something that I had talked about a few months ago because a friend and we were talking, and even she had brought up a great point, because she was like, she had been thinking, especially since we hadn't made a payment for so long, is it that important? I was like, no. Student loans is like the worst debt that you can default on. So definitely don't want to default on a student loan, but doing the extension for this amount of time does give a good case for canceling student loans. But me and a friend of mine, we were talking today as well, and I was just like, if I had my way, Biden, if I had my way, what I would say is it continued to extend the no student loan payment or no interest until December of 2022. Then January 1st of 2023, start making us pay back our student loans, but not the interest. So continue just no student loan interest on student loans forever. I would say no student loan interest forever. That is one of my 5. If I had my way, I have 5 suggestions. So I would say 1, forgiving $10,000 in student loan debt. 2, forgiving $50,000 in student loan debt. 3, I would say you can start the repayment of the student loans, but have no interest on the student loan. 4, somebody had brought up this point to where how much interest have people paid on student loans? Calculate all of the interest that people have paid on the student loans and then see if that would decrease the amount that they owe on the student loans, and then just make them pay that back. Because you know how, let's say you have subsidized and unsubsidized loans, and the unsubsidized, it will continue to accrue interest all through your 4 years, and then they'll put interest on it. So you'll think you owe like $40,000, and then by the time they put the interest on it, you owe like $60,000. And so that's what makes it so hard for you to pay the student loans off. So then they added on all that interest, but then still every month they're still adding interest on it. And so that's why it seems like it takes so long for the student loans to go down, in my opinion. And so with student loan interest being around maybe like 6% or so, 6.5%, I know my student loan interest is about, I want to say 6.25 if I'm not mistaken. And I just feel like that's too high. Now, I know that the housing interest rate is up to almost 5% now, but it was as low as like 2.3. And with the student loans, what if they would have let us be able to refinance that at a lower interest rate? You know, since on the other loans, you're able to do that. And so that's why I really think that they should look at some of the laws around consumer protections as it relates to student loans, because, you know, I don't know. I just don't think that that's right how they do the interest rate. For me, I can pay my student loans back. I don't have a problem with my student loans. I just don't like the interest on the student loans, because I just feel like it's too high, and then it just eats up the payment. So you definitely have to figure out a way to really tackle that student loan. And that's something that we had also talked about in that live. So I will pin that live so you can take a look at it. But I think going ahead and extending the no student loan payment and no interest until September, I do think that that's a start. But I can hear Debt-Free Dad. He's saying that because it's term elections, and he's not going to want to, they're not going to want to even extend it then. So it's just like, Biden, come on. You might as well just go ahead and extend it for the rest of 2022 and then do it that way. Because I guarantee you, once September comes, I don't know, I'm just saying, I would say 80-20. 80% I think he will, 20% I'm not for sure. I think 80% that he will extend it. So it's just like, why don't you go ahead and extend it? And then that's one thing. It's so many other things that he could be thinking about right now. So just go ahead and extend the no student loan payment or no interest until the rest of the year. And then in the beginning of the year, it'll be a new start, and we can just start paying our student loans back, but no interest on the student loans. So that is what I would say to do. But let me know in the comments, what do you say? How do you feel about him extending it? Are you paying back your student loans? A friend of mine, I'm going to have her on the channel within the next couple of weeks, because she is almost done paying off her student loans. In October, that's when she's going to pay it off. So I already know she's happy about the extension. That way the interest won't start back up. So she has really gave me the, talking to me and just like, come on, girl, you can do it. Go ahead and start paying those student loans down like you did the car loan. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm glad that he extended it. That way it's not going to have any interest. and I'm going to create a plan to start paying it back. So I hope that you found this helpful. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, turn your notification bell on so you will be notified when new content drops. I thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
It's not a game, it's a